Hello, everyone. How are you guys today? Say hello to the Roblox guy. And he's doing the dab. You guys love doing this in class. And now I found out why. Okay, are you guys ready for maths? Now today, we're going to be learning about mass or weight. Now, we already learned about mass in our maths booklets. But today, we're going to revise everything we learned and make sure our memories are fresh and it stays in our minds. So if you can remember from your booklets, what do you think is mass or weight? Have a look at the elephant. What is he doing? He's standing on a scale. And he is measuring his weight. How much do you think the elephant weighs? Is he easy to carry or is he very, very heavy? That's right, he is very heavy. So his weight on the scale is going to be a very big number because he has a lot of mass. An elephant has a great mass. Okay, so mass refers to the weight of an object. When we talk about weight, we mean how heavy or light an object is. We measure mass in grams, g, or kilograms, kg. On the left side, we have things that are measured in grams, things that are light, things that weigh approximately 1 gram. A pen lid, a paper clip, and some chewing gum. These are all very light. And these are measured in grams. What about on the right side? These things are a little bit heavier than these. These things weigh more than 1,000 grams. So we now talk about kilograms. A liter of milk is about 1 kilogram. 2 loaves of bread is about 1 kilogram. And a bag of apples is also 1 kilogram or maybe more. So on this side, we have grams, which are smaller. Actually, they're not smaller, they're just lighter. And on this side, we have kilograms, which are heavier. They weigh more. And remember, 1,000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. Now you guys might recognize this. You love these. This is a marble, or a lulu as we say. Now, do you think a lulu is weighed in grams or kilograms? Grams, because a marble is easy to pick up. It's not very heavy. You can hold it in your hand. How about an elephant? Can you pick up an elephant? I don't think so. So an elephant is measured in kilograms. His weight will be in kilograms because he is much, much, much heavier than a marble. Okay, grade 2s, here is a little video for you that shows how we compare mass. Listen carefully.
Compare the masses of the objects. Look at the feather and the brick. Imagine holding the feather. Can you move the feather by blowing on it? The feather is light. Light. What about the brick? Is it easy or hard to pick up the brick? Can you move the brick by blowing on it? The brick is heavy. Heavy. Heavy objects have more mass than light objects. Light objects have less mass than heavy objects. The feather is lighter than the brick. The brick is heavier than the feather. Look at the beach ball and the bowling ball. Which ball is easier to pick up? The beach ball is bigger in size than the bowling ball, but it is also lighter than the bowling ball. The beach ball is lighter than the bowling ball. The bowling ball is smaller than the beach ball, but it is also heavier than the beach ball. The bowling ball is heavier than the beach ball.
Okay, so that video showed us how we compare different objects and their mass or their weight. Now, have a look at this. This is a scale. This is quite an old scale, and we don't really use scales like this anymore. However, we're going to look at this kind of scale just to help us understand better about different weights. Now, as you can see, we have a carrot and an apple. And what's happening to the apple? The apple is going down. What does that mean? When a scale tips down on one side, it means that this object is heavier than the other one. So we can say the apple weighs more than the carrot. The apple is heavier than the carrot. And what about the carrot? The carrot is going up. That means it is lighter. So we can say the carrot weighs less than the apple. The carrot is lighter than the apple. Now remember, it's not about size, it's about mass. So sometimes the carrot might look very big and the apple might look small. But it's not about the size, it's about how heavy or how light something is. Here's a chance for you to try and see if you can recognize which object is lighter and which object is heavier. And you can use the words less than or more than. The first one, is the pencil case heavier or lighter than the apple? We can say the pencil case weighs more than the apple. More than the apple because it's going down. Can you see? It's down. That means it's heavier than the apple. How about the jug of water and the lampshade? Is either of them going up or down? No. The jug of water is not going up and it's not going down. And the lampshade is not going up and it's not going down. So this means they both have the same weight. So we can say the pitcher or the jug of water weighs the same as the lamp. How about the apple and the tennis ball? The tennis ball weighs the same as the apple. How about the tennis ball and the book? The book is going down, so it's heavier. And the tennis ball is going up, so it's lighter. So we can say the tennis ball weighs less than the book. What about the book and the lamp? The lamp weighs more or less than the book? That's right. The lamp weighs more than the book because it's going down, so it's heavier than the book. And the last one, what about the book and the pencil case? Which one is heavier? The book is heavier. So let's say the pencil case weighs more than the book or less than the book? The pencil case is going up, so it is lighter than the book. So we can say the pencil case weighs less than the book. Good job. Now, let's talk about measuring mass using a scale. Now, here we have a balancing scale. On this side, we have some weights, and each weight is 1 kilogram. And on this side, we have a baby. The baby and the weights are the same. So how many kilograms does the baby weigh? Let's count how many weights there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 kilograms on this side. So the baby weighs 6 kilograms. Let's try doing some of these. You simply count the weights on this side. Can you count how many weights are here and tell me how much the oven weighs? The oven weighs 8 kgs. Good job. What about the suitcase? How much does the suitcase weigh? The suitcase weighs 6 kgs. How much does the bag of sugar weigh? The bag of sugar weighs 7 kgs because there are 7 weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about the fridge? Can you count how much the fridge weighs? The fridge weighs 9 kilograms. What about the turkey? How much does the turkey weigh? That's right. The turkey weighs 5 kilograms. And the last one, the watermelon. The watermelon weighs 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kilograms. Now, grade 2s, we no longer use a balancing scale. These days, we usually use a scale that looks like this. This is a weighing scale. You put the item you want to weigh on top of the scale, and then you simply read the scale. Here are the numbers, and these numbers are in kilograms. Sometimes you have scales that tell you the number at the bottom. This is called a digital scale. You might have a scale like this in your home, in the kitchen, or in the bathroom. And when you put something on top of it, the number will change and it will tell you how much the object weighs. So how much does the basket of fruit weigh? Let's read the scale. Where does the needle point to? 1, 2. The needle is pointing at 2. That means the basket of fruit weighs 2 kilograms. Here's a little video for you on how we use a scale to measure in grams.
Let's measure mass in grams. Let's measure the mass of the toy boat. The needle is pointing at 750 grams. The mass of the toy boat is 750 grams. Let's measure the mass of the toy duck. Every 5 lines on the scale is equal to 50 grams. 50, 100, 150, 200. The needle is pointing at 200 grams. The mass of the toy duck is 200 grams. Let's measure the mass of the teddy. 250, 300, 350. The needle is pointing at 350 grams. The mass of the teddy is 350 grams.
Okay, so that video helped us understand how we measure using a scale. Now, we're just going to be focusing on grams. Here we have some scales, and here we have some fruit. Can you tell me how much each fruit weighs? Let's start with the banana. How much does the banana weigh? Let's read the scale. The scale moves in 50 grams. We start at 0 and there is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, and so on. So if this is 50, then this needle is pointing at 100. So how much does the banana weigh? 100 grams. How about the orange? The orange weighs 100, 150, 200. The needle is in between 100 and 200. So the orange weighs 150 grams. How about the strawberries? Can you see what the strawberries weigh? 50 grams. What about the apples? How much do the apples weigh? 200, 250, 300. The apples weigh 250 grams. What about the grapes? How much do the grapes weigh? The grapes weigh 400 grams. Are you able to read these scales? You simply have to read the number that the needle is pointing to. How much do these apples weigh? 200 grams. What about the pineapple? Wow, the pineapple weighs a lot. The pineapple weighs 900 grams. That is almost 1 kilogram. Because remember, 1,000 grams equal 1 kilogram. How much do the carrots weigh? The carrots weigh 450 grams. And the last one, we have some broccoli or cauliflower. I can't really tell what this is. It's white, so it should be cauliflower. How much does the cauliflower weigh? Yes, the cauliflower weighs 750 grams. Now, grade 2s, which of these is the heaviest? Which one weighs the most in grams? Yes, it's the pineapple, because the pineapple is 900 grams. That is more than all the rest. Okay, now I have another video for you, and this one helps us to understand how we can use a scale to measure in kilograms.
Let's measure mass in kilograms. Let's measure the mass of the flour. The needle is pointing at 1 kilogram. The mass of the flour is 1 kilogram. Let's measure the mass of the sugar. The needle is pointing at 2 kilograms. The mass of the sugar is 2 kilograms. Let's measure the mass of the pumpkin. The needle is pointing at 4 kilograms. The mass of the pumpkin is 4 kilograms. Let's measure the mass of the potatoes. The needle is pointing at 9 kilograms. The mass of the potatoes is 9 kilograms.
Okay, so that video helped us to measure in kilograms. Here we have some more fruit. But this scale is now a kilogram scale. So these numbers represent kilograms. 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms, 4 kilograms, and so on. So can you tell me, how much do these apples weigh? Where is the needle pointing? The needle is pointing at 2. So that means the apples weigh 2 kilograms. How about the watermelon? What does the watermelon weigh? That's right, 7 kilograms. How about the pumpkin? The pumpkin weighs 5 kilograms. What about the carrots? The carrots weigh 1 kilogram. What about all these strawberries? The strawberries weigh 1 kilogram. Now you may be wondering, strawberries are very small and carrots are bigger, but they have the same weight. And that's because it's not the size that matters. It's the mass. So here we have a few carrots, and here we have lots of strawberries. So even though they are small, because there are lots of them, they weigh more. So they have the same mass as the carrots, because there are lots of strawberries and a few carrots. And the last one. How much does the cabbage weigh? The cabbages weigh 4 kilograms. Good job, guys. You've done a really good job. Now you're going to be able to use all the information that we learned today to complete your worksheets. This worksheet uses a balancing scale to measure in grams. These weights are 1 gram or 10 grams. So you have to count how many they are. And when you add them up, you will find the weight of the object. These scales, like the ones we showed you today, you have to read where the line ends. What number does this line stop at? And that will give you the amount of grams. And in these two worksheets, you have kilograms. Here are some scales, and you have to count how many weights, or you have to read the number on the scale. And here, you're going to say whether the object is more than the weight, less than this weight, or about this weight. And the last part of your worksheet is to write whether these items, are these things grams or kilograms? Remember, grams are lighter and kilograms are heavier. And that's all we have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you understand what is mass, or we can say weight. And how do we measure the mass or the weight of different objects? Good job, grade 2s. I will see you in the next lesson. And remember, I love you always. Bye.